Hi, welcome back to my channel. This week's video, I'm going to show you how to transform this basic t-shirt to this fly streetwear style. Stay tuned. After you decide on your t-shirt, you're going to grab a pair of scissors, needle and thread, or you can use safety pins. I decided to sew mine instead because I want to make sure when I'm pulling that it has a perfect snatch to it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut off a bottom of the t-shirt, and you're going to cut the top and the bottom. These are going to be the strings that we use to tie the bow at the arms. You're going to set those aside and move on to our next step. Our next step is we're going to cut a thicker part of the t-shirt. These are going to be the two pieces that we will sew or pin on the sides of a t-shirt. So you're going to make sure that they're thick, and then you're going to split that again in two to make sure you have two even pieces. Once you're done doing that, make sure they are lined up on the shirt how you want to pin them or sew them. Next, we're going to cut the top neck part of the t-shirt. We're going to stretch that part out later, so you can go ahead and get rid of that. Next, we're going to stretch our two pieces for our bows. We're going to stretch them and put them to the side for when we're ready for them. Then we're going to get our needle and thread because we are getting ready to sew. Again, this is completely optional. You can use the safety pins if you prefer. As I mentioned, I wanted mine to be a little bit more snug. So you're going to make sure to also stretch those two side pieces and then try to measure to see how far down on your shirt that you want your incisions to be. So I'm going to just basically take some time and just sew right here, use my home ec skills that I learned when I was like in middle school. Well, I think I learned how to sew when I was in elementary school. But anyways, these are just some basic sewing skills. I am not a seamstress. I don't have a sewing machine. So this is what I use. And I'm just going to take some time and just sew in a straight line in and out until I am done. Sewing both sides took me about 10 minutes. So it is rather quick. This is a quick way to upgrade a shirt. So yeah, that's about how much time it took me to do each side. And I'm just going over it, looking back and forth to make sure I'm still going in the same line. I almost used black thread. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? But I ended up making sure that I used the white thread. And again, I'm just going through and then sewing each part. If you decide to sew, it should look something like this. So again, having that tug so that it can pull. I don't know, something about a safety pin being next to my side makes me nervous. So I was like, no, I'm too scared. So I'm just going to sew it. So again, you want to stretch that other half, and then we're going to do the same thing. You want to make sure that both of your sides are lined up together. So go ahead and do that. And then we're just going to do the same process, repeating the same process of sewing that additional piece to the other side. Now that we're done sewing or pinning, your t-shirt should look something like this. You're going to go ahead and stretch the bottom of your t-shirt as well as the top. We're going to stretch that part out so that when we do our ribbons that they will look perfect. So this is what the shirt looks like before I tied it in the back. So I'm going to go ahead and snatch. See, that's what I was saying. I wanted to make sure that when I pull it, it's snatched. Okay. So then we're going to use those two pieces that we had stretched from earlier to tie our ribbons on both shoulders. So you can go ahead and make a bow and then try again on the other side. And again, remember, you can stretch the material out some more. If you want your strings to be longer, you can go ahead and just use one and just do one side. So you have a really long, just one bow, but I wanted to have two. So this is the final look. I am loving it. It's so easy, and it literally takes less than 20 minutes. This style is perfect for the summer. It's perfect for any t-shirt you may have in your closet, a thrifted tee, or just a tee that you want to bring back life to. So let me know what you thought about this style, and if you tried this, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. See you soon. Bye.